It can happen in an instant. One moment you're walking through your living room, maybe thinking about lunch, a phone call, or the weather outside, and then suddenly you're on the floor, disoriented, in pain, maybe frightened. Falls at home are one of the most common and dangerous events older adults face. But here's what no one tells you. It's not always about weak legs or bad balance. In fact, many falls are caused by things hidden in plain sight. Simple hazards around your home that most people don't even notice. And the worst part? These small, sneaky dangers are often entirely preventable. That's why it's so important to stay with us for the next few minutes. In this video, we're going to reveal the 5 hidden causes of falls at home that you probably never even thought about. These are real risks that doctors and safety experts warn about all the time. And once you know what they are, you can protect yourself, take action, and stay independent. Because the truth is, you deserve to feel safe in your own home. So stick with us, because what you learn today could help prevent an accident tomorrow. Let's start with something so common that it barely gets a second thought. Lighting. Poor lighting is one of the leading hidden causes of falls in the home, especially for older adults. As we age, our eyes naturally change. We lose some of the sharpness in our vision, and it becomes harder to adjust to changes in brightness. Glare becomes more intense, and low light becomes a serious obstacle. Our pupils react more slowly to changes in light, and the lens in our eyes can cloud, reducing contrast and making it tougher to see edges, steps, or small objects. Picture this. It's nighttime, and you're getting up to use the bathroom. Maybe you don't want to wake anyone, so you skip turning on the light, but the shadows make it hard to see where the rug ends or where your slippers are. You miss a step, catch your foot, and down you go. It doesn't take much. One small misjudgment in the dark can lead to a life-changing injury. And it's not just nighttime. Dim lighting during the day, especially in hallways, stairwells, or corners of the living room, can be just as dangerous. That's why experts strongly recommend installing nightlights in hallways, bathrooms, and bedrooms. These lights gently illuminate your path without being disruptive. Motion sensor lights are also excellent. They turn on when they detect movement, so you don't have to fumble for a switch or navigate in the dark. You can even find models that plug directly into outlets or operate on batteries. No wiring required. And let's not forget overhead lighting, brighter bulbs, multiple light sources in each room, and lamps positioned near seating areas can all reduce shadows and highlight obstacles. Good lighting doesn't just prevent falls, it gives you confidence and a greater sense of freedom in your own space. It's a simple change that makes a huge difference. Now, think about what's under your feet. Uneven flooring is another silent danger that can trip you up, literally. This includes things like rugs that don't stay in place, transitions between rooms with different flooring heights, or old carpeting that's become bunched or worn. These might seem minor, but to someone with slower reaction time or less foot stability, they're real threats. One of the most overlooked hazards is that small lip between a hallway tile and a bedroom carpet, or the rise in height when you step into the kitchen. These inconsistencies throw off your balance. If you shuffle your feet or use a walker, even a tiny bump can become a serious fall risk. Doctors often point out that falls don't usually come from dramatic movements. They happen when we're just going about our day. That's why it's so important to smooth out transitions, remove loose rugs, or secure them with slip-resistant backing, and repair any floor damage. Flat, even surfaces give your feet a safe, predictable path, and that helps your body stay steady. Let's look at the way your furniture is arranged. Misplaced or poorly arranged furniture might not sound dangerous, but it plays a surprisingly large role in home falls. Why? Because as we age, we rely more and more on physical support from our surroundings. We might reach for a chair, a table, or the back of a couch to steady ourselves as we move around. But if those objects aren't where we expect them to be, or if there's clutter that gets in our path, the result can be disastrous. Imagine trying to catch yourself by grabbing a chair, only to realize it's been moved slightly, or worse, that it rolls. Or trying to step around a coffee table that's just a bit too close to the path you walk every day. These small changes, unnoticed by others, can disrupt your routine and lead to a fall. Keeping walkways clear, removing low-lying obstacles like footstools or magazine racks, and using furniture with sturdy, non-slip bases can reduce this risk dramatically. Think of your home as that you're groggy when you get up at night. This isn't just a nuisance, It's a medical risk. That's why it's crucial to review your medications regularly with your doctor or pharmacist. Ask about potential side effects, see if the timing or dosage needs adjusting, and always report if you felt dizzy or nearly fallen. This is one of the most preventable causes of falls, and it starts with a simple conversation. Finally, we come to something that's often overlooked until it's too late: the absence of handrails and grab bars. These support systems are not a sign of weakness. They're a sign of wisdom and proactive care. A sturdy handhold can mean the difference between confidently taking that next step and ending up with a broken hip. Think about every place in your home where your footing might be a little less certain: climbing stairs, stepping into or out of the shower, getting up from the toilet, walking down a long hallway, or even just moving from one rug to another. These are transition points, places where your balance might shift, and without something to hold on to, they become danger zones. Yet many older adults live in homes that were never designed with these safety needs in mind. But that doesn't mean it's too late. Adding handrails to stairways, installing grab bars in the bathroom, and making sure your furniture is stable and reliable are small changes with big protective benefits. The best part? Today's grab bars and railings come in sleek, modern designs that blend in beautifully with your decor. You don't have to sacrifice style for safety, and the peace of mind they bring is priceless. By putting these anchors in place, you're not admitting defeat. You're taking control. You're choosing to live actively, securely, and independently. Because independence isn't about doing everything on your own. It's about knowing when to use the right tools to help you stay on your feet. So, let's bring it all together. Falls are not a normal part of aging. They're not inevitable, and they're not always caused by weakness or clumsiness. Most falls at home happen because of hidden hazards that can be fixed. Poor lighting, uneven flooring, misplaced furniture, medication side effects, and the absence of support systems are all preventable problems. Once you know where to look, you can make simple changes that protect your health and your independence. Remember, it's your home, and you deserve to feel safe in every corner of it.